We're here in the room that George Washington called his new room. It occupies the entire north wing of the mansion, which was the last space added to the house, not begun until after George Washington left home to become Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army. After he returned from the Revolutionary War in the 1780s, he took up the task of decorating it in the latest style, so that you see a look that is really quite different from the rest of the mansion. First of all, when you walk in the door, you are immediately struck by this wonderful high ceiling, the grand proportions, the beautiful light that comes in the room from the Venetian window at the north end. I think the next thing you're struck by is the number of pictures in the room. And this was something that was very much Washington's plan. He describes these as fancy pictures of my own choosing. And so you see a combination of several large oil paintings depicting American landscapes. This was very avant-garde in the 1790s. American landscapes really didn't become a subject of interest for another generation. He also has pictures depicting scenes from the Revolutionary War, the battles of Bunker Hill and the death of General Montgomery. One of my favorite pieces in the room is the portrait of General Washington himself, which hangs high on the wall, a portrait of a grand moment in his generalship when he's reviewing the French troops. So everything in the room really ties together beautifully, from the plaster decoration on the ceiling with its agricultural motifs to the beautiful carving on the marble mantelpiece, which again shows pastoral scenes. And those relate to classical pictures that Washington had on the wall, bisque figures of classical figures. So the room really comes together so beautifully. It's a true American masterpiece, put together by a man who was very conscious of his role in history on the international stage and wanted to share his vision for the new country.